What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Cam Bam, bringing you another episode of Madden 2032 Team Review. I know it's been a couple weeks since we produced the episode. Actually, it's been almost about, I don't know, maybe about 2 months. With the whole pandemic, the protests and everything, going back to work, I have been posting my top 10 plays, I've been posting my league play, but I haven't been posting my 32 team review, which I'm gonna try to do at least one team a day, cause it's about that time. Madden 20 is about to end. Madden 21 coming up, so I got to clear all this space, do these end of the year top plays, and I played this game a few months ago. I'm playing with the Chicago Bears. Now the Chicago Bears 2 years ago played in the NFC wildcard game, and the only reason why they lost the game because the kicker missed the kick. Then he got released. Now Chicago Bears, they play in a division that's very easy. People think, oh, the Packers dominate all the time, but the reason why the Packers dominate because the Vikings be lacking, the Lions be lacking, and the Bears be lacking. It just plain and simple. I mean, the Bears, they won the division 2 years ago when the Packers were out. Then last year, they have all the weapons. They have a tremendous defense. They just can't you know get past nowhere. Like the second NFC North team to get out the visit the playoff last year with the Vikings, and the Vikings went in New Orleans and won a game winner against them again. It's like, I don't know. I think the Vikings just owned the Saints in the playoffs. But speaking with the Bears have a tremendous defense. They still have Akeem Hicks. They do have Leonard Floyd. They have Eddie Jackson. They have Kyle Fuller. They got my boy Raekwon Smith out of Georgia, one of the best future middle linebackers. And they have a decent offense. Um they did release Taylor Gabriel after signing him to a major contract. They still have Allen Robinson. The quarterback position is a major concern with me. Mitchell Trubisky was, only started a few games out of college, had an okay rookie season. Second year, he kind of, second year, he did well. He led the Bears to the playoffs, and just his inconsistent, you know, playing at the quarterback position is very, very, I don't know. It's just very inconsistent, and a lot of people in Chicago is calling for Trubisky head because I don't know. Just ever since the Bears won their only Super Bowl in '85, they have had the most inconsistent quarterback play out of all. They did have Rex Grossman, they had Jay Cutler, and they had Mitchell Trubisky. Those two quarterbacks were okay, but toward the end of their careers, they're really not much you can do with them. Now, with the NFL draft already passed, and training camps is finally gonna be start taking place. A lot of people, a lot of NFL experts gave the Bears a B for their draft this year because Bears they definitely drafted some people. They got Cole Kmet, the big old tight end out of Notre Dame who catches everything. Like at this current moment, I'm actually using the Bears roster in my Connect franchise league, and he catch everything. Like his best game was his first game of the season when he was playing against the Georgia Bulldogs. That big game Notre Dame against Georgia. He literally caught 15 passes against that Georgia defense. And as you can tell, Mitchell Trubisky, even though I called a easy pass, it's like just still coming in goal line defense, but how much to a pick. Then they picked up lot of lot of other people. They got Jalen Johnson in the second round. They got Travis Gibson, who offered them like a solid value pick in the fifth round. They got Kendall Vendel, and they got Elden Handbite, who have a great upside, in the seventh round. With Jalen Johnson, they needed some corners because Eddie Jackson, Kyler Fuller, they're not gonna be there for very long because they have contracts coming up. But Jalen Johnson would be good in that secondary because I can't remember. I can't remember a Bears shutdown corner. You had Charles Tillman, but he was known as the forced fumble type of secondary player. But I don't know why the 49ers called timeout. Oh, I call a timeout. I was like, you know, this is H2H. There's no connect franchise rules in this game, so I decided to go for it, and I definitely picked it up with Allen Robinson, who used to be one of the top wide receivers in Jacksonville, who slowly becoming the top wide receivers in Chicago. Now, I cannot lie, the trade they got with Khalil Mack, actually good. I mean, I'm surprised. Like I mentioned everybody on that defense except for Khalil Mack, which Khalil Mack he is still a dog. Like on that defense, like it will always run off of Khalil Mack because he's unstoppable. Like he been unstoppable ever since he came out of college. Like for a person who went to the University of Buffalo and dominated the University of Buffalo, like Buffalo, New York. Like he dominated. And then his younger brother is actually on the practice squad right now. So hopefully he can make the team cuz there's a lot of teams that drafted former NFL sons, brothers and everything. And I was going to go for Robinson, but Bosa came in and got that sack. But yeah, I mean, Chicago really gonna be good. I mean, speaking of Gibson again, he it would be excellent. It'd be excellent to have a young draft pick to learn under Khalil Mack, especially a pass rusher out of Tulsa. That definitely something the Bears needed. Now, a lot of people want to criticize why you want to get Cole Komet as that first round, at that first selection in the draft. I mean, they just they just picked up Jimmy Graham. So Jimmy Graham is just like he basically like a tight end mentor. Like he goes to different places all around the league. He went in Saints for a long time, and then went to the Packers and stuff like that. We were there for a couple of years, and now he with the Bears. So they did have Trey Burton. I think they still have Trey Burton on the roster. I had to check to see, but yeah. Setting down this 49ers. A lot of people played with the 49ers this year because the 49ers was number one, the best defensive line in the league. Number two, they had the best running backs in the league. And then plus they have and I still believe Travis Kelsey is the better tight end out of George Kittle. But George Kittle is really coming up in the league. and he's still on his rookie deal. And going for on fourth down, so I kind of do at this point. Well, you know, I'm playing with the Bears. I'm playing with my custom offense. Hopefully, I can score. Now, Tyreek Cohen, I think he gonna have I think he been doing well, but I think Tyreek Cohen gonna have a breakout year. Like I'm predicting him to have a lot of yards on the defense. I mean, on any defense. Cause ever since watching Tyreek Cohen out of college, he came out of North Carolina A&T, who is a Stifler in the historical African American colleges, and also they always be going to the Celebration Bowl that be happening in Atlanta every single year. So that team is very very popular, and Tyreek Cohen in that first game, did very well. And he also do the backflips and stuff like that. But Tyreek Cohen, I believe he gonna have a breakout year for the Bears. Now we're gonna talk about how many wins the Bears gonna get this year. It depends. Like the Vikings is a playoff team. The Packers had a first round bye, which they didn't really deserve, But then they have the Lions, who I don't know. A lot of things have been wrong with the Lions. The Lions haven't been the same since Barry Sanders left the team. I mean, they have Matthew Stafford and stuff like that, but the Lions, they haven't been the same. Just that team, just not the same. So predicting the Bears, I mean, to be honest, it really had to fall down to Mitchell. You being the first round pick and you been very inconsistent. It just falls on you and see how you're gonna do things. Like, I mean, I personally believe, the Bears can win with a different quarterback. They can win with Cam Newton, all the protests going on, a lot of people calling for Colin Kaepernick to have a job, The Bears can win with anybody at quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky, I'm just not sure about. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they did bring back Nick Foles, who used to be with the Bears. You know, Nick Foles, was with the Bears. Then he went to the Eagles, won the Super Bowl with them, and he went to the Jaguars, tried to be their, you know, um, quarterback of the future. Then Garrett Minshew, came out of nowhere, and now he's back with the Bears. So I mean, hopefully, I mean, Nick Foles, Nick Foles had proven that he can win with any team. So won't be surprised that Nick Foles take over Mitchell Trubisky. Anything now, they could tank this season. Like I'm predicting the Bears. I think they would go 5-11. I'm just not concerned with with their offense. If you can't go 3-3 in your division, which is very very likely, you're not gonna win a lot of games. I mean, I'm just seeing 5-11. I'm seeing 6-10. Like this Bills team is not a playoff team. Now, the only way they become a playoff team if they have that same excellent year on defense they had a few years back and stuff. But they might do some things. Like they have all the pieces. They just have to do well. I mean, working with this offense, you have to do some things like to to get a spark in this game as you're seeing like have to use the monster defense. I mean the monster offense, I had to do formation like this just to get the Bears off it because they don't have a lot of weapons, but they just get in there. They just had to do better. And I thought I would catch that ball with Trey Burton, but obviously, I could have gave it to Tyreek Cohen out the backfield, but it just key, if Allen Robinson have like a Julio Jones, Dez Bryant type of year, I mean, they can win some games. I mean, like you just get Allen Robinson, he not that fast, but he's a big body and he catches a lot of balls. And if you give him time, if you if Mitchell or Nick have time in the pocket with the offensive line and get the ball to Allen Robinson, like you have two big tight ends, you have Allen Robinson, you have Tyreek Cohen, which is one of the best backs, catch out the backfield in the league. There's no problem, getting 6, 7 wins. I mean, I believe in their defense. If you have Leonard Floyd, Eddie Jackson, Kyle Fuller, Khalil Mack, Raekwon Smith, like that defense is golden. It just, you can have the best defense in the league, but you can have the most sorriest offense. So it just go off of the quarterback. I mean, I named all the skill players, I named all the draft picks. It just have to go off the quarterback. Now, if the Bears want to compete, they need to get better at the quarterback position. That's pretty much it because they have a good defense. Having getting Johnson out of Utah, that the cornerback, it gonna help that defense. Cause the only thing missing in that defense is like a standout corner. If you have a shutdown corner on your defense, you are golden. But if you don't have a quarterback that know how to throw the ball and know how to win games for you in the cold, like you play in Chicago, so so most of those games in the snow, you need to have a quarterback that gonna light it up in the snow, and bad weather things in Chicago. So it is what it is. Now, you know they did draft two offensive linemen, which is very very young. They might be on a practice squad or they could be starters. You never know. I mean, it is what it is, but my sleeper pick, going back to the draft picks again, I'm missing Kendall Vido. He added Jordan Sutton, and he is a very, very underrated cornerback. And you see Taylor Gabriel going for 6. I think he might be a standard on this Bears defense. It depends on where they put him at. I watched him in college. He was tremendous at Jordan Sutton, which Jordan Sutton not known for their defensive players. Like if you know about Jake McKinley or Matt Breida, who you know on the 49ers offense right now playing this game, but Matt Breida now in Miami, you know it is what it is. But Jordan Sutton is known for their I don't know pro style triple option. But they do they used to do the triple option a lot, but now it's like a pistol triple option. They do like a post style offense, but they still do like some triple option formations. So by the way, the Georgia Southern now D1, that is huge. Especially going in like the third or fourth round. It's good. And I was in a bad coverage, but Eddie Jackson, Eddie Jackson came and saved that touchdown. So yeah, I'm just predicting the Bears are good. They have like 5 wins. Oh, he trying to run with Jimmy G. Okay, not gonna stop soon, cause Jimmy G. I mean, he is kind of mobile, but just the Bears. I'm saying 5 wins. Now, if they can get to 7 wins, that'd be better than what I expected. Just I don't know if you wanna, because everybody know that the Packers have dominated the NFC North for I don't know 15 years now. And the Vikings have won a couple defensive titles. One with Brett Favre being quarterback, one with uh, Teddy Bridgewater being quarterback, Kirk Cousins being quarterback. The Vikings, they've been consistent in playoffs. They've been sneaking in the past couple of years, and just like they had a first round bye a couple years ago. They almost played in the Super Bowl in their own house, but they went to Philadelphia and got destroyed. Just the Bears, if the Bears want to compete, they just have to compete. And like 7 wins, six, five, 6, 7 wins for this Bears team won't be that bad. It's just I would say if they can get to 7 wins, they have to beat the Packers once. If you don't beat the Packers once, you're not getting 7 wins. I'm just saying. And ooh, look at the fullback at the backfield. Oh, I put the tight end at the fullback position because he's so open. Because nobody cares about the fullback anymore. You can put a tight end in there. You can block. You know, Nobody cares about the fullback anymore. But anyway, Ty, look at this Tyreek Cohen. Oh man, breaking off tackles. It could have been a second and 16, but it was still second and 9. Just I believe in the Bills. They have the defense. You know, whoever gonna lead them to victory, whether Nick Foles or Mitchell Trubisky, heck, sign Cam Newton. But Cam Newton would do well in this offense. Not concerned with him playing in the weather and all this stuff. Who knows? Cam Newton would look good in the Bears uniform. Just thought. But the Bears, they can do well. I think the Lions might be a top 5 pick again. It just depends on how they gonna do it. Matt Patricia coming from the New England side, I don't think he gonna allow that to happen. Who knows? Maybe the Lions could have a Titans type of season, have a former Patriot player lead them to the conference championship and all that stuff, but that's gonna take a lot. But speaking with the Bills, if you can go 3-3 in your division or 4-2 in your division, you in good shape. Now the rest of the league, it just depends on how y'all play things. But I believe in this Bills. I believe they do have some good backups. They do have David Montgomery, who is good. So I wish the Bears could have drafted, I don't know, maybe like a Jonathan Taylor, maybe like else. But it's just like I believe in the Bears. It's just the quarterback is just my main concern. If Mitchell Trubisky can have the same thing he did a couple years ago, Nick Foles, they can do well. But I don't know. Just holding this league against the 49ers. Everybody love playing with this 49ers team in H2H. Trust me, I know. So let's see what I do on it. They're done at 16. I haven't looked at this game in a while, so let's see if I can convert 16. Bam, easy. Taylor Gabriel touchdown, just like that. That play, the real four verticals. That if a person in man, that's an automatic touchdown. Now if they in zone, that varies because sometimes that safety can come down and pick that ball off. It just depends. But yeah, playing with average teams on H2H. I'm so used to playing in leagues. I don't even play H2H anymore. But you know, play the type of offense and defense I have to run in H2H. It's good. Who knows? I might live broadcast one of my H2H matches to talk about this next team. Who knows? Let's see. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the Bears. Just I believe in them. They just have to do. They just have to do better. Just you know, I've been to Chicago. My sister from Chicago. She one of the frontline workers and stuff. But Chicago is a good place. They have tremendous food. They have some other stuff going in Chicago, but that's happened everywhere else. And I get a pick from I don't know who that person is, but he just got a pick for me. So basically, as you can tell, this video not gonna last long because it's HUA, so you already know what about to happen. And Wildcat, Tyreek Cohen, he just gonna end the game just like that. But thank you for watching, and as you can see, my opponent quit. Watching my Madden 32 team review about the Chicago Bears. Click subscribe and comment at the bottom. Thank you for watching.